Right there, guys, we are live on YouTube again. Thank you for joining us. Gents on Discord, just be warned, we are now live. Your voices will be transmitted. Anyway, welcome. We're going to fly from Dublin to Brussels again. That will be the fourth time just today, fifth time or sixth time since yesterday, in this massive endeavor to try and figure out what's happening with frame rates. So, I've changed the time of day to actually be more in our favor and more related to the previous flight. So we're starting at just after 8 a.m. in the morning, and we'll then fly into the nice sunrise. And that's about it for what I have to summarize in the beginning. Now I just need to set up and get going again.
Right, Nico,
Yeah.
did you disable your data rep tool?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was annoying me that it was on the whole time. If I don't do that kind of stuff where Zebo needs to see things that I'm doing, I don't want it on. It was just annoying me, so I took it off.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was just thinking it's an awful lot of calls that aren't necessary.
Yeah. Right, well, I'm pushing higher 30s, early 40s in the frames right now, so I hope it stays now.
Trim up. Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Flight attendants prepare for departure. Cross-check and all call. Thank you.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect. Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Ooh, I almost pressed it. We need to wait 2 more minutes, so he must just hold his horses. Hoe gaan dit, Olaf?
I work with my new X camera, and I want to use my Stream Deck for the views.
Okay. That reminds me, I need to update my camera file on my OneDrive. Because I fixed a few more of the views today. X camera. Paste. Alright, okay, cool. Done.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Engine start procedure.
Engine start procedure. Waiting for the command to start sequence.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine. N2.
Mac,
Yes, Mika.
if memory serves me correct, I was doing 19/20 frames per second in Vulkan at this very point where I am right now.
Starter
Oh,
cutout.
really?
Yeah, it was harsh. I mean, obviously that aftermath was hitting me, but I mean, look at the frame rate difference. I've got 10 extra frames right now.
Yeah, I didn't have any frame rate loss on the ground. I had,
Just about done here. Go ahead and set
you
your
know,
parking
where
brake.
you said you were approaching the
And we're
North
disconnected,
Wales
so
coast.
give me just a
You
moment.
know
Yeah,
that where
yeah.
we talked about that island. I had it about what 10 miles, 15 miles before that. All of a sudden, my frame rate started dropping. But I
Start
was
number 1
flying
engine.
OpenGL on that last trip.
Yeah, I know you
Starting
said.
number 1 engine.
Yeah,
It was a bit of a surprise.
yeah, yeah.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
25 N2.
I can see you pushing back. I'm in observer mode at the moment.
Okay.
Starter cutout. Engine start procedure completed.
Right. Taxi lights on. Flaps 5 and
Flaps 5 set.
Are you running your SkyMax Pro at the moment, Nico? or not?
yes, with real weather connector.
Okay. Well, what I was going to say to you is, looking at your stream and looking at my weather, you've definitely got an injection of clouds lower than I have in mine.
Interesting.
Well, see the hill to the right of you in front? That cloud
Yes.
looks as if it's below the height of the hills, doesn't it?
Yes, yes.
Oh, it's not in my simulator, and I've only got active sky.
Gotcha.
So I don't know whether you want to just quickly look at your weather depiction in the settings side
I
of
did
things.
in the previous stream, Mac, it said to depict via SkyMax Pro in Active Sky.
No, I was just thinking how many layers of clouds it was showing. Because I was just thinking, if it's showing 5 layers, which I think it does, doesn't it, with SkyMax Pro?
Where do you see that?
Explain is limited.
Okay, the cabin is
Go
secure.
to weather.
Where in
If you go to the aircraft emblem and then drop down and then click the weather,
there?
top right. Top
Oh,
right.
top right. I'm at
There.
top right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, you've only got 3 layers of weather. Look,
3.
that's what I'm looking at.
There's 4. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3,
Okay.
4.
Well, on the left you've got cloud, 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 and then wind down below. So you've got 3 layers of cloud and 1 of wind.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
I was wondering if it did depict 5 layers of cloud, then that's a lot more cloud that you've got to.
Of course. Yeah.
That's why I asked that question.
Before takeoff procedure.
But your weather is a lot lower than mine.
Some of it looks like almost on the ground. But remember, it's not just active sky setting my weather, it's that real weather connector
Before
that actually
takeoff procedure
places the
completed.
clouds.
Yeah.
Right, well, I've got 30 frames right now, FYI. Just let me check WebI quickly. I'm the only guy here.
Approaching 3, 4. Approaching runways. On runway 28.
Stabilized.
Toga.
Takeoff thrust set.
He took it. Sorry.
80 knots. Throttle hold. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Come on, eh? Lovely.
Runway turn off, lights off.
Love those frames. 36, 37.
Flaps 1 set. Flaps
Uncle
up
John,
set.
yeah.
I've not heard from him for a while.
Approaching transition. Approaching transition.
Yeah, I heard you.
Transition altitude.
What speed are you doing currently, Nico?
250 indicated.
Right. And that's something that mine didn't follow as well as yours is. Mine overshot it and then couldn't keep the tight turn.
You reboot your PC.
Sorry?
You reboot your PC.
Could well need doing.
Yeah. You probably also didn't reload the aircraft after you booted into the sim. Couple of things happened, and there was a guy on the one Facebook page also complaining about the aircraft not following LNAV, and he came back and said, oh, he just rebooted and it's working. Hello, Sergeant.
Oh, it followed it in as much as it still aimed for that waypoint, but it didn't keep the tight turn.
Yeah, Sergeant, today was a busy day. This is the 4th time I'm flying the same route today. All in the name of testing.
Throughout the flight, our in-flight entertainment has begun.
At a point, anybody look to see if there's a new Zibo out?
No. I haven't looked, hold on, I'll tell you now. Nope, not yet. Bombasa, I'm actually testing the difference between Vulkan and OpenGL. And so far OpenGL is winning by 1,000 miles. Excellent, Sergeant. But why are you struggling alone? Why don't you have somebody from your VACC that's teaching you? Why are you struggling alone? When I did my ATC course, I had somebody from the region that helped me. You see, now you're getting to the learning phase. You're not going to learn on your own. You need instruction. Look at those flames, 40s.
Yeah, you probably got about another 20, 30 miles to go before I started hitting a proper frame rate.
We'll see.
Yeah. It was just... What confused it was London Control was on. And it was just on the fringe of where London Control was. And I'm looking at my frame rates and all of a sudden. And then realising running into ATC. Luckily, he said I'm logging off, just stay on Unicom. What flight level are you going to this time, Nico?
35.
Okay. That would be another exercise to do, I suppose. To see if there's a difference flying at a lower altitude.
It's not going to change much because then you have to go below 20,000. I think from below 20,000 it's a bit better, but also in my previous stream it seemed to be better, and the next moment it just went bleh.
Yeah. I'm just thinking whether it's to do with like curvature of the Earth and the LOD, you know, looking forward or
Yeah.
something like that. That's what I was, you know, say the difference between 31 and 37 or something like that. I'm just clutching at straws trying to come up with ideas, Nick.
I know. I think there is a fundamental compatibility issue between some of our sceneries and Vulkan.
Oh, I agree with you.
That is where the problem comes in. It's all good and well, we've got this wonderful Vulkan, but if you want to run add-on sceneries now, it's gonna have to be made Vulkan compatible. That's where the problem comes in. I can almost guarantee you, and I don't feel like doing another one of these flights right now, but I can almost guarantee if I go to absolute bare bones vanilla, no add-ons, nothing, this aircraft will fly beautifully in
Oh,
Vulkan.
yeah.
Because it's just X-Black. But it's when we start adding sceneries, and these sceneries are not optimized for Vulkan.
See, one thing I've noticed, I've got a number of Orbex airports in the UK. I don't know how many you've currently got loaded in there.
Yeah, a lot.
Already. Right. Every single one of those has got a global traffic element built into them.
Yeah.
And they all load, if you look at your log file, they all, or now where else can you look at them? They all load when you load the aircraft.
Stephen Smith, good evening. No, this is not X Enviro. This is SkyMax Pro that I'm using. Sorry for answering you late, but it is SkyMax Pro.
Yeah, it was about here that my frame rate starts to drop, Nico, where you are now.
That Wallacey VOR there is a killer. In Vulkan, bloody hell, when you get close to that thing, it just goes bleh. Ugh, what am I clicking on? Get away. That's a Valley VOR, sorry. Where was Wallacey? I know there was one called Wallacey, or did they have different
That's nearer
names?
Liverpool, I think, Wallasey. The Valley is the
Yeah.
VOR, the RAF airfield there, VOR.
Got it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's a little bit more northeast. Okay, so this is Valley, okay. go check it out in Navigraph quickly. That's it, Roy. I'm loving these frame rates, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's looking good at the moment. It's holding up, isn't it?
Takeoff was great. We'll see your landing.
But just goes to show, like, your experience now we know that I was flying OpenGL and probably about 10-15 miles away from Valley. That was when mine started to tank. Yep, you're correct there, Roy. Valley is actually, I believe the VOR is probably on our Valley's airfield.
I'm just thinking about the implication of what we just said. If it's really true, okay, just take ORBEX for instance. Do you have any idea what hell of a massive undertaking it's going to be to find those specific textures and to fix them? To get them properly Vulkan compatible, like that guy who made the Porta. And I want to actually email him, talk to him. Because I mean he's gonna have to fix that. It's just crazy that one texture can kill everything like that. Yeah, but I mean the implication for add-ons.
Yeah. And ORBEX won't be in a hurry to fix them either.
Nope.
This is why it's very difficult, because as far as Lambda are concerned, if their default plane and scenery doesn't have major problems,
it's not their problem.
It's not their problem, yeah.
Look at this crap. More than 10 degrees now.
Yep. Okay. Well, look at the crosswind you got.
Yeah, 99 knots.
I said to you before when you flew that we got some hellish winds up at this middle.
Yeah.
Wait till you turn that corner though, it'll be blowing you south.
Seat belts off.
Seat belts off.
I was surprised, you know that this route that you've chosen to get to, have you noticed how many of them are VOR points?
Yeah. It's not my route, it's Virtual Ryanair's route. They did a good job, it seems.
Yeah, well, yeah, but if that's based on a real live route, be interesting. I'll go and check out. Let's go and do a VOR check. Sorry. Fly to where?
Mark, you're like a truffle hound.
Hello, Cody. Hello, Paul.
Hey,
Hello.
Check this crap. Check. You can see it, guys. Hakim. It's a good question. I'm using SkyMax Pro with a real weather connector, and I'm using Active Sky. That's about it. That gives me all the atmospherics and the weather and the stuff. This is the aircraft is obviously the Zebo mod, and that's about it. A bit of a heat. Every time we take this turn, there's a bit of a heat, but I see it's already back to the 30 somethings. VAS, memory, CPU usage, everything just seems to be so much better with OpenGL.
They seem to cut some corners, real Ryanair flights, Nico.
There's that mark again. See there on the left, Mac.
Yeah, that was it. Now, if you move your screen view, move your view left and right,
I'm doing,
and it
you'll see.
alters in size. Look.
Yeah, it will. Nice big tear in the scenery or something there.
I'm going to say whether it's a tile joint.
Don't know. But as you get closer, it will go away anyway. So.
Yeah. Because do you remember we had that business where if the elevation data for two different tiles didn't match up, there was that.
Yeah. Oof, gone.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. Johnny, hello. Welcome. Nice to see you watching from Brazil. Here's another one of these pests.
Oh, I know I was going to mention to you, Nico. Do you remember that scenery you got for Canada for the one where the hospital was, the when you were helicopter flying?
Yeah.
Did you download the free airport and the add-on for the 172, the freebies?
No, don't know about them.
If you go to that scenery again,
You'll have to get me links now. But before you do that, just have a look here. That is that depiction that creates the problem. That is a mist or a kind of a cloud layer, Mac. I
you
went
read?
beneath it. Yeah, I went beneath it. I mean,
Oh,
if
right.
you watch the stream back later, you'll see there was a point where I went underneath it. It was hanging in the air. It's not the scenery that's causing it.
Oh, right.
It's definitely like a misty thing, you know, in the air.
Oh.
Foggy situation. Johnny, we'll have to get somebody to paint an official paint for us if we want to do something like that. But I'm pretty sure if you go to the forum, you can just download from the Zibo forum. There should be a Boeing repaint there already.
PropStrikeStudio.com, Nico.
Oh, yeah. I'll go have a look.
There's a place called Macmill Fisheries Camp, which
I
is
know
44 miles south,
yeah.
and there's a 172 bush kit.
The 172 I've got, and I've got that free scenery. Now I'm in the picture with you. Definitely I've got it.
Okay.
Yeah, got it. Oh man, I went past it. Boing, bang. Blue panorama. I actually don't see a Boeing repaint here. That's sad, man. I have to ask one
I
of the
thought
guys.
there was one.
I don't know, not in the list I'm looking at. I'm on the forum now. I'm looking through the list. Just gonna scroll down a little bit more. What's this? Cargo, military, private, fictional, maybe. There we go. There's a fictional Max one. Let's quickly have a look. See. Sorry we couldn't find it. No, it's been destroyed. Nope. Not on the official forums. Let's have a look. See. Depot, Boeing, see if we can find one. Nope.
Mac.
Yes, Paul.
You were mentioning earlier, I think it was probably to do with amount of scenery being loaded, the different heights and how much scenery might be viewable.
Yeah.
Well, I've done a bit of maths, and if you compare the amount of surface you can see at 20,000 feet compared with the amount of surface you can see at 30,000 feet, it's half as much again at 30,000.
Which,
So
yeah.
50% extra work for the computer if that's what it's actually doing.
You're limited by what they call LOD, isn't it, Nico?
Yeah.
Which is how big an area it looks ahead. But yes, and if you compared, say, 30,000 to, say, 36,000, Paul, what's the difference there?
Yeah, man.
Right, Nico, if you go to the Zebo thread, the compatible liveries one, look in the category private. There's Boeing House livery. There's 4 of them.
Okay, because then I went just a little bit too low because of the where I was, there was nothing.
No, there's 3 of them. One of them's a max version.
And that one said it's no longer available. So anyway, yeah. Now the other thing is, I'm on the threshold forum. I'm looking for the new liveries for the level up aircraft. I downloaded some liveries here the other day. And do you think I can find the freaking level up category? It's just not here. I had to reset my moderator status the other day. The missions I had. Then I could see it. Now there's nothing. Airbus, Boeing.
Mark, it's 20% extra at 36 compared to 30.
Which isn't, as I say, I know that there's something called LOD, but I don't know, for example, how far, we know that when it comes to drawing stuff, but when it comes to reading stuff like weather and stuff like that, I don't know whether that, because it could be there's elements that it doesn't depict graphically, but it's computing because it's there. I mean, you don't see wind, but the wind is going to mean that that wind element data, you're going to be actually have more data because you can see further. I I mean, I may be completely climbing up the wrong tree here, but
Evening, gents.
Hello.
good evening.
Yeah, the city is knocking me hard. I'm down to 20, but at least it's not 5, 6, and 12. Here's the dome.
It's not, it's
See,
not
there's the
huge.
city. Sorry?
Yeah, I suppose there's some cloud behind you, but not a lot in front of you.
Yeah. But the city's hard. I mean, hard on the frames. Look there, we just passed it now. We're already back to almost 30.
Yeah.
Simon, if you're still watching, I missed your comment there because the moderating bot blocked it, so I just undid it. Welcome to the stream. Pilot 86, welcome. Thank you for subscribing.
Where's that animation come from?
It's part of the broadcasting software. For each action, there's a different little animation. Like when you give money, it counts money. You know, you'll see the guy counting it at hand. And if you subscribe, there's one thing. If you follow, there's another thing. And I try to just spice it up a little bit, you know. I can tell you one thing, I'm not going back to Vulkan until they fix the crap. Really, look at this. I'm loving this frame rate.
Send you a Discord message, there you go. It's the best I could find.
Thanks, Mac. How old is this one? It's probably not going to work on the Zebra.
Well, it's 19 it was updated, so I'm thinking that might be post 3.31.
Well, yeah, that's the only saving grace. Okay, so Johnny, for you. Thank you, Mac. Here is a link to a possible solution to your question. Check it out, buddy. Let's see. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. You'll soon find out. If your Z-boat doesn't work after loading it, you know it's not compatible. Right, how far are we actually now from top of descent? start planning. 40 nautical miles. A bit heavy again. Yeah, we can do it. Sparrow, David, hello. That's a call from an ATC. We're going to speak to him now. David, go look on my YouTube channel. There's a 5-minute little tutorial I made specifically for that. It's easy. You need little nav map and then you just need to press the right buttons. This is 131 100. 131 100. Brussels Control, good evening, Ryanair 810.
Ryanair 810, Brussels Control, very good evening, sir. You're on radar. Contact, please, at squawk 7102.
7102 on the squawk, Ryanair 810.
What a lovely view from the window. Our Earth is beautiful.
Ryanair 810, thank you. You're on radar. Contact, descend to flight level 230.
Descending flight level 230, Ryanair 810.
Ryanair 810, correct. Your message call is direct to Bruno. It's Bravo. Uniform November. Expect ILS 25 left in Brussels.
Please give the waypoint again, sir.
Waypoint is Bravo, Uniform November. For ILS 2.
Thank you, sir. ILS 25 left, direct Bravo Uniform November, Ryanair 810. Excellent. In actual fact, let's do it this way. Slow down and level change, why not? Stop a little bit. That's the link to the video I was talking about, that tutorial. Hello Bradley, the newest update on the Zebo. Well, unless Zebo has released something which I don't see in our drive yet, it's version 15, 344.15, which is exactly what I'm flying right now.
Yeah, I was a bit.
Sorry, Owen?
I was a bit surprised.
Why?
At my landing. Malpensa.
What happened?
Next time I'll have a track. I'll have a good track on that IVO, because all the time there was no ATC, etc. And then suddenly there was an ATC asking me to go another runway, the other direction, with another approach, with another arrival, etc.
Gotcha.
But I managed it, Nico.
Good, good, good. That's what matters. Pilot 86,
Yeah,
sorry, I do have XP Realistic. I do not have VR, so I don't know, but I can only assume it will work nicely in VR. But I'm not sure. I really don't know the VR part, but it really does work well normally, as you see here.
Ryanair 810, continue descent to flight level 170. You're number 1 in Brussels, you can keep high speed if you wish.
Thank you, sir. We'll go high speed for 170, Ryanair 810. 0. Let's go for 280. Yeah, Bradley, it is. I mean, I do everything from it and in it. It's just everything is there, you know, it just works very nice. Passengers are sitting in the back. Look at that descent speed. I can just imagine they grabbing onto those handles, you know, the, what do you call it, where you put your armrests. What's this guy
I had
doing?
it earlier, didn't I, Paul?
You did, mate.
How are you doing this, Nico? In level change?
Yeah, put level change on and pull the speed brake.
In Luxembourg, request
yeah, I thought when you did level change, it was initially 1,000
Brussels
feet
control,
per minute.
I'm manipulating it. I tuned the speed, and with speed brakes out, manipulating the speed, this thing falls like a rock, man.
That's maybe what it was, Paul. I had 0.78, didn't I?
Shame, I can't get that image out of my head now. Those poor people.
Ryanair 810, continue descent to flight level 110.
Quite a lot, so it did drop quickly.
Continue to 110, run it at 0. the weather radar. There is some storm activity right there.
But what we were impressed with, Nico, was how it bottomed out when it got close.
Bradley, I'm using XP Realistic. But we have got approach and tower.
Bruxelles, contrôle, rebonjour, lâché par la tour Ryanair 34 Juliette Descend, lâché par la tour de Charleroi. On monte au niveau 070 en direct mobile.
34 Juliette de Foire, bonsoir. Montez niveau 2, unité 0.
On monte niveau 2, unité 0, Ryanair 34 Juliette de Foire.
No, so it's Payware. Brussels Control, Ryanair 810 request.
Ryanair 810, go ahead.
So can you send me a cell call please?
1000 to level off.
1000 to go.
Sorry, Ryanair 810, you want a cell call check?
Yes, please.
Well, I'm afraid I don't actually know how to do that.
Okay, yeah, I don't know Aurora that well. We were testing it the other night, so I was just hoping you could send me a signal. No worries, thank you very much.
No problem, you're welcome.
Alright, that's a pity, but it's okay.
Maybe that was only a beta version of the...
Could very well be. Could very well be.
Lufthansa 4 Mike Papa, good evening, radar contact maintain forward 220 to Flora, expect ILS 25 left.
Maintain flight level 220, diving Flora, expecting ILS 25 left.
Ryanair 34 Juliet, so further contact Paris 128.1, bye-bye.
There you go, Bradley.
On contact 122.8, thank you for your control, bye-bye.
It's half price today, so
128 décimal unité, bonne soirée.
I would recommend grabbing it. Bradley, yes it is. The way we do it with IVAO, it's free. What you need to do if you're interested is come and join us here on Discord and we'll help you get into it.
And so we are ready to copy clearance. Cargo of 664, Paris Radio.
664, bien le bonsoir. Expect clearance during taxi, like in real life, and your startup and pushback is approved. TKN H1022, expect runway 24.
Expect runway 24, set up and pushback is approved. Call you when ready to copy clearance. Cargo of 664.
I hope you heard me over the ATC, but Bradley, if you're interested, come join us on Discord, we'll get you into it, it's easy. That's one of the services we offer here, what we do.
Control Beauty 738 is ready to taxi and copy the clearance.
Okay, Beauty 738, your okay destination Brussels, via the Dickish 5X departure out of runway 24, Initial climb is 4,000 feet and set squawk 4450.
Clear to Brussels out of runway 24, Dicky for X-ray departure. Initial climb 4,000 feet, squawk 4450 for British MCA.
The descent rate back is correct. You can taxi your link point runway 24 via Alpha QNH 1022.
Taxi via Alpha to holding point runway 24, QNH 1022.
So non-Vulcan.
Correct, descent rate. Ryanair 810, descent to flight level 80.
I don't know if he spoke to me. I'll have to call again.
Ryanair 810, descend to flight level 80.
Descending flight level 80, Ryanair 810.
Ryanair 810 correct, you can contact Brussels arrival 118.255, bye bye.
Thank you sir, 118255, good day. Arrival, good day, Ryanair 810.
Ryanair 810, Brussels approach, hello, identified. Expect vectoring for ILS approach, runway 25 left. Proceed direct to Bruno, descend flight level 80.
Are we going direct to Bruno and descending flight level 80 and expecting vectors for ILS 25 left, Ryanair 810.
Ryanair 810, just to confirm that Brussels control assign you a runway?
25 left, sir.
Roger.
Uncle John. This OpenGL isn't perfect, but I can tell you one thing: it's flyable, it's usable, it's enjoyable.
No, I've been in and out of sleep, and I've been here for about 20 minutes now. The other thing I wanted to ask you, is that acceptable, that speed below 10,000?
Well, I've just slowed down to 240. I was a bit fast, so I did pull it back a little bit.
Noticed you were at about 280 still.
Yeah.
You were breaking 10,000.
Yeah, I was given a no speed restriction instruction earlier by center. So
That's acceptable even below 10,000.
Yes, yeah.
From 18%. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, if there's no speed restriction, if they verbally command you there's no speed restriction, you can bust it all you want.
Well, thank you.
Bradley, that is a false positive, what we call a false positive. The reason it detects it as a virus is because Matthias, the guy who makes it, is using your user app data folder, which is not normal, so to speak. Perfectly okay, but not the run-of-the-mill kind of a thing. And what happens is your entry-level kind of antiviruses, you know, they've got a problem with it because they obviously have a different set of rules than your more expensive top range kind of antiviruses, it seems. So just ignore it. It's just a false positive. Thank you, David. Hey, Babino. Dankie, Rein.
So let me understand, with regards to FPS,
yes,
non-Vulcan,
yes,
it's been without incident.
I can't say without incident. I've had maybe 3 warnings in the whole flight, whereas with Vulkan I continuously get warnings 5 a minute. You know,
Gotcha.
So this is like 3 in a flight of 2 hours.
Okay.
Albapina, the test conclusion this far is that OpenGL is still the better option at this point in time. We're gonna have to ask Laminar what their plans are, where they're going to, and what they're going to do about the fact that we don't have good FPS with Vulkan in certain places and certain circumstances. There are things that I'm not gonna disclose right now, which is still also, you know, putting extra pressure on everything and everybody. So we need to find out what the plan of action is, because right now on my system, I cannot use Vulkan. It's a waste of time. Oh, Bradley, we're almost going to land, so I'll call out in front and I'll have somebody wait, you know, by the gate to give you something. Or you better get up and run to the galley quickly, you know, help yourself. You know. Tell Trish at the back that I sent you, you know. Yeah, you always got cheese in mind. I think when I get up here, I'm gonna go tackle the cheese in the fridge. I need to get some cheese in me now. So Uncle John, I've put everything back. This is how I used to fly and how I want to fly, and I can. You know, I'm not sitting here afraid of my life that this thing is going to crash out any moment.
Mike Papa, Brussels approach, good evening, identified. Vectoring
It's
file
not going
is
to
approach,
solve
runway 25
sending
left, proceed direct to
info
Flora,
back
descend to flight level
to
60.
Laminar though, is it? If we keep running this as opposed to Vulkan.
Exactly, but I'll try my contact and we can discuss a plan
Ryanair
forward.
810, descend to altitude 4,000
Yeah,
feet,
useful if you can
QNH 1018.
speak to Laminar.
4,000 feet, sorry, and repeat the QNH, sir.
Ryanair 810, QNH 1018.
1018, I hear, so is that correct? Ryanair 810?
Ryanair 810, correct, 1018.
Thank you, sir. QNH 1018, 4,000 feet, Ryanair 810. Sorry, Uncle John, he started speaking while you know.
No problem. I don't hear him from this side.
I know. I think between this stream and the previous one, this is a very good comparison to show anybody. But this is what we get. This is not in a laboratory in a vanilla situation. This is how people in the real world fly the simulator. So you've got to take the add-ons into account. You've got to take the sceneries, whatever into account. And
Ryanair 810, turn right, heading 160.
So
turning right, heading 160, Ryanair 810. Sorry, John.
Approaching transition.
So in fact, all you've done is run Vulkan and non-Vulkan.
Well, not as easy as that. Essentially, it boils down to it, but I also disabled a lot of stuff in Vulkan just to try and get this thing to work. Descending 2,000 feet, Ryanair 810.
And for the non-Vulkan, you've turned everything back on.
Yes.
Wow, that is a big comparison.
Yeah. Bradley, I need to just confirm with Zebo, but it will probably be Saturday evening, our time, which is going to be Saturday 1600 Zulu and after. I think the reason we want to do it that way is because then the US is also awake, so it will be the US and Europe. We're going to obviously not have the Australians and the guys on the East online, but we'll do another giveaway for them at some point in time, you know. But I mean, Saturday evening my time sounds good.
Flaps 1 set.
Ryder 810, turn right, heading 220, cleared ILS approach, runway 25 left.
Turn right 220, cleared for the ILS approach 425 left, Ryanair 810. Bradley, what we did today in the first two streams I did early this morning, we actually implemented the raffle here in the Streamlabs OBS, and we've actually tested it with a bogus, silly little test, and it worked very well. So everybody will have a fair chance to win, and at the end of the day, I literally have just one button that I press, and the system picks the winner. I have no influence in it. I demonstrated it to the gents here who were watching, and it was super cool. It's really nice.
1,000 to go.
Localizer capture.
Okay, we've got tower next 120-780. On the localizer, Ryanair 810.
Ryanair 810, roger, contact Brussels Tower 120.780, tot ziens.
Baie dankie, 120-780 for the tower, Ryanair 810, tot ziens.
Lufthansa.
Brussels Tower, Ryanair 810 on the ILS, runway 25 left.
Ryanair 810, Brussels Tower, good evening. Wind 230 degrees, 10 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land. Thank you, sir. Ryanair 810. Bradley, I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna try and do a couple of giveaways in December coming up to Christmas, so I'm pretty sure you'll hit one somewhere, night or day somewhere, so just stick around.
ATP 01 gate 170, request push and start.
ATP 01 pushback and startup approved facing east.
Clear to push and start facing east. ATP 01.
Flaps 15 set. Glide slope capture. Flaps 30 set.
There's the runway. Right, so we're gonna match our throttle levers. There we go. Looks fine. And then what on earth is the go around here? 4,000.
10,000 feet, stabilize, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Taxi lights on.
Bradley, no, we're not going to ask questions. What happens is, in the raffle, you are literally going to enter the following. You're going to put an exclamation mark, and directly next to it the word raffle, and you're going to press enter, and that's all you're going to do. So that will buy you one ticket in the raffle, and that gives you your chance to win. So we're not going to have a quiz of any sort. You're just going to enter or not.
Beauty to Romeo, negative via outer taxiways.
Yeah, it won't work now, it's not on. But nice try, Paul. At least you got the spelling right this time.
200. Approaching minimums. 100.
Oh, rain.
50. Minimum. 40. 30. 20. 10.
He did that freezing again, that little stutter thing. Damn it.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use.
Lufthansa for Mike Papa, Brussels Tower, good evening. Continue approach 25 left.
Yes.
Continue approach.
Great landing. You are professional.
Approaching 01.
After landing procedure.
And Lufthansa for Mike Papa, wind 230 degrees, 10 knots.
It is copied for Mike Papa and requesting long rollout.
After landing procedure completed.
Runway vacated, Ryanair 810.
Ryanair 810, taxi stand 156 via Inners and Romeo 4.
Flaps up set.
Stand 156 via Inners and Romeo 4 for Ryanair 810. So let's find this thing.
Lufthansa for Mike Papa, wind 230 degrees, 12 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land.
25 left, clear to land. Lufthansa for Mike Papa.
Right. This wind is pushing me. It's not that easy to taxi, I feel. Oh, Bradley, it's just about practice. Practice makes perfect. That was a bit of a hard landing because that rhythm of mine gets disturbed when it's jerky like that, coming down. You know, so I'm going to have to get and also a fix for that, or have to learn to compensate it a little bit better.
Fully ready for departure to Romeo.
Beauty 22 Romeo, line up, wind 230 degrees, 17 knots, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 25 right, runway clear for takeoff. Beauty 22 Romeo.
Bradley, if I can make a suggestion, on my YouTube channel there's a video where I do circuits at Porto in Portugal. Go watch that video and go fly circuits there. It's easy enough to do hand flown circuits and things like that. Just learn, you know, practice with the aircraft. It's a very good place to do that. It doesn't take that long. I think the whole circuit is about 26 minutes.
For Mike,
You know, so instead of
to
doing a
Brussels,
flight from
cross,
point A to
runway,
B,
01.
you just fly in circles there, and it really works well. Guys learn very well there. I was just thinking out loud now. I think I put it onto the wrong. Yeah, I put it on 154. We need to be at 156. I just realized it now as I'm thinking. Okay, just do parkings before we get
ATP 01, ready to taxi.
to the right one.
ATP 01, taxi Bravo 1, holding point runway 25 right, via outers.
Taxi via outer to the holding point 25 right, ATP 01.
Lufthansa for Mike Papa, taxi stand 159er via Inners and Romeo 4.
And now this guy.
Beauty 22 Romeo, contact Brussels, approach on 118 decimal 255. Very nice flight, see you next time, bye bye.
118 255.
Dial mate. Check.
I'm just gonna park here then.
Tower ATP 01.
Or even check mate.
He didn't pay attention to us, but it's okay. I'll just park.
ATP 01, Brussels Tower, go ahead.
We'll just give way to the Ryanair.
Roger.
Sir, due to the conflict there, this is Ryanair 810. We're just parking at the first parking to make way for the traffic.
Roger, Ryanair 810.
Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure. Starter cutout. Starter cutout.
Thank you for your service, sir. Ryanair 810 signing off for the evening. Good day. Bye bye.
Frequency change approved. See you later. Bye bye, Ryanair 810.
Shutdown procedure completed.
Right, so we're off the network now. Let's quickly complete the logbook here. Log RVA flight. Okay, guys, so my verdict just in these two flights is I'm going to stick with OpenGL until we find answers. I'll see what I can do to get answers, but at this point in time, this is mine.
Bradley Paul asked what program you used for that taxi, Nico.
Airport Visual Systems. I'll get you a link just now.
Visualization system.
Something like that.
Flight Factor.
Yes.
I love it.
Airport Visual Systems. There we go. I'll give you a link just now if it will open. Explain.org is very slow this evening for me. It's just stating waiting for the org. I don't know, it's not going anywhere, but this is the detail. So if you Google that and follow that link that Google gives you and the store actually opens up, you should get it. Yeah, thanks, Papina. Thanks for dropping by and watching with us. Here we go, Owen. What I said.
Yeah. I thought you were giving it to me, so.
No worries. I appreciate. Right, so. Wait. Let's do it this way first. Let's see. Bradley, can't you just write it down quickly because the system is hiding for privacy purposes, obviously, your email. Just write it down quickly or take a screenshot. You can always come back and watch the video again. It's not going to go anywhere. I just don't want to put your email address out into the field. It's written there twice for you. Airport Visual System, AVS. Just look in the chat here where you are typing. It's 2 lines above. There's 2 lines with the same name. It was a really rather good landing, even if I say so myself.
9.6.
Thank you, sir.
Have you seen lately how much aircraft you can actually also see in that tool? Taxiing around, I mean.
I don't think I've got the traffic enabled. I saw there was an option like that, but I haven't looked at that. Thanks, Bradley. Alright, well, that takes care of all my testing. I mean, I'm pushing 50 frames right now as we're looking at this picture. Inside the aircraft I'm doing 38. So I don't know why it's got that Nonsense, that stutter just before landing here. There must be something loading, but anyway, we'll try to figure it out or get used to it. But that's my story. I am now tired. I have flown this route 4 times today, so that's 8 hours. Yo. Now this is normal explain replay pilot 86. You press Alt and R and then you just use your slider and the controls there, and you can use Shift and R to hide it or bring it back. Bye bye Bradley, have a good one. Right, let me say goodbye for the last time. Cheerio guys, good evening, you have a good rest of your day, bye bye.